Hello, hello, friends. All right, let's get our lighting good here. Oh, wow. So many options. Oh, that's a good one. Okay. All right, ladies, we're just gonna wait for some people to join. It is Steph here with your Shop Small Social. Hello, hello. Okay, I wanna make sure I can see everybody, see comments and things. I can write a comment. Okay. Hey guys, it's Steph with Shop Small Social. We are doing a live tonight to answer all of your questions. If you want to go ahead and post where you're from or how many years you've been in business, that will get the comments going and it will let me see if I can see the comments to make sure that everything is working properly. I see a couple of people join. Hey, I can see you. Hey, Teresa. All right, guys, it is Steph. I am so excited to be here tonight. I'm here to answer all of your questions relating to business, brick and mortar, e-commerce. If you have questions about Shopify, I am your girl. So hit me with some questions. Tell me how many years you've been in business and let's get rolling. I've got some questions here already that you guys have asked, and I've got answers all ready to go for you guys. I'm really, really excited tonight. Tiffany, 4 years, that is awesome, girl. So exciting, love that. Okay, guys, we've got a few people here. So excited to be here. Jen asked me to do a live and I'll probably be doing a couple of more and I'm really excited to be joining you guys tonight. I am Steph with Shushi Boutique, 15 years in business and mentor for Shop Small Social and really excited to be answering all of your questions tonight. I don't know if Jen is here or not. If she is, maybe she can say hey so I can see. And we'll get started in just a little bit. I've got some questions here. A couple of questions that were on like another post were how to get more members in your group, asking about ads, managing your inventory. If it's a Shopify related question, I am your girl. If it's more comment sold question, that's probably another mentor. I'm the Shopify girl. Scheduling, buying inventory, mental challenges, which I thought was an awesome question. And someone asked, she gave like how much she gets a month and then how to make more per month. So I'll be answering those questions. All right, Teresa, you've got a question right off the bat. Did you get your shop rebuilt? No. Unfortunately not. It's in the process right now. It is taking forever. Our small town, if you didn't know, got hit by Hurricane Ida, and it has taken our city a really, really long time to get everything back to normal because supplies are in shortage. They're a lot more expensive. And just if you're not from the South and you're not familiar with hurricanes, if your town or your area gets hit by a hurricane, it just seems like it takes forever to like get the ball rolling and get things kind of back to normal again, and get like the restaurants back to normal, the small shops, all that. And it feels like it's taking like years, but it will come back. Our small town will survive for sure. All right, ladies, we've got a couple of people on. I'm just gonna dive in with some of these questions because if you are missing the live, you can always watch the replay and get some of these answers for you in the future. Okay, so the first question this person asked, I didn't write down the name, so I apologize for not having that. How do you get more members? So this particular lady said that she grew a spiritual group. So I guess that's like a non-business group up to 80,000 members, which is like incredible. That is amazing. So that I'm assuming was a private group or like, you know, a VIP style group. And she is saying that she's having trouble getting more members into her regular retail business group. Now, I will tell you right off the bat that that type of group is going to be very different from a sales group because I feel like customers are automatically like, okay, well, this is a sales group. Like they're going to be gimmicky. They're going to be trying to sell me something as opposed to this spiritual group that she had, which was probably just like uplifting and having positive posts and people being encouraging. So I say to do that in your personal VIP business group. Show up as yourself. Let your customers know who you are. Be a big personality. Let them have something to hold on to and to like gravitate toward. And don't let it just be about sale. We're having this. This is the new thing. Here's what's going on. People see it all the time and they get tired of it. So definitely I would recommend that you show up as yourself. You post memes, you post funny videos, you post all kinds of things in there that are not related to sales whatsoever to get that group more engaged, to get that group more involved in you and getting to know you and your personality, because that's why they shop small, because they get behind a person. They get behind that person's dream. dream. You're not a big box. You're not, Dillard's. You're not anything like a huge business. So they need to get behind somebody. They're going to get behind you. So give them something to get behind. Okay. The next question was about ads. Basically, it sounded like they were asking, how do you make ads work for you, or how can you get sales from ads? So the name of the game with ads is basically like the more ads you have, the more you will show up. So if I am only running like one ad a month, I'm not gonna get as much visibility for new customers as I would if I have multiple ads running at a time. And that's just unfortunately how Facebook has changed. So it used to be that you could like spend $5 or $10 on an ad and get like tons and tons of ROI from it. And now it's like you're spending hundreds and hundreds on ads to get that same return. So I would say if you are going to pay for ads, do it wisely. Use an agency, someone that really knows what they're doing if you're unfamiliar with that territory, and get the ball rolling with ads. Like set aside that money, say, okay, I need to sell this much a month so I can have money for ads. And that's what you're gonna spend. So you know, okay, I'm doing one ad a week for the whole month, or I'm going to do 2 ads a week, and really get the ball rolling. So the more ads you have out there, the more people will see it. Unfortunately, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, kind of, that like one ad probably won't do it. Okay, let's see. What else did I write? Okay, also, this was a good thing. I also wanted to add, I wrote this on the side. Sorry, my handwriting is terrible and I couldn't understand what I said. That once you have that ad and that person clicks on it, make sure that your website, oh, look at this. Make sure your website is easy to navigate. It looks beautiful. It's, look at your website from a customer's point of view. So like, go to your own website. Is it easy to find the homepage? Is it easy to find categories like tops, dresses, denim, shoes, whatever you're carrying? Are the pictures all the same size? Are the pictures aesthetically pleasing? Do you show all of the sizes available? Is there a description saying what the item is, how it's sized, and do not say true to size. True to size doesn't exist anymore. So it's best to put measurements like, here's the dress, the size medium measures this many inches across the chest and this many inches from shoulder to hem. And that's how that person can judge, okay, well, that looks like that would fit me. I'm going to get that size. And make sure that if you have stuff that's sold out, get it off of the page unless you absolutely plan on bringing it back and like you already have it on reorder. Just get it off. It just junks up the page and it kind of aggravates a customer. I know from my own shopping point of view, if I see sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out, I'm like, okay, well, what can I buy from these people? Dang, there's like nothing available. So I would recommend getting rid of anything that is sold out and you don't plan on bringing back, and then keep all of your sale items in the sale tab so it doesn't kind of junk up your regular arrivals and your regular priced items. Okay, so that's that. Making sure you have good sizing information, making sure you have amazing pictures, it's easy to navigate, and look at your website from a customer's point of view. If it is like easy for you to do it, it's easy for them. If it's even difficult for you and you're like, oh, well, I have to go to this tab to get to this one, they're not gonna wanna do it either, okay? So make it easy for them once they find you from that ad. All right, guys, next, managing inventory. Okay, this is more, this person was asking for apps to use to manage your inventory, and these are gonna be Shopify apps. So if you're familiar with Shopify, you can add on apps that do different things, and that's how Shopify works. Okay, so there is a couple of apps I'll recommend for managing inventory. They are Better Reports, Delirious Profit, Stock Savvy, Stock Take, Stocky, S-T-O-C-K-Y. So that's 1, 2, 3, that's like 5 of them. So if you need inventory management, those are amazing apps that you can do. Some are free, some are paid. Okay. Hey Jen, I'm so glad you joined. Hello, hello. I was just letting everybody know if they wanted to join and say how many years they've been in business. And I'm just going by some questions that I found on the page that people were asking. And I'm going through those first. And then if you have any questions, girls, throughout this live, just go ahead and post them here and I will answer them as I'm going. Okay, so that's managing inventory, and those are all apps through Shopify. If you have Square, if you have Comment Sold, if you have any other POS that you use, I'm not as familiar with those. I'm very familiar with Shopify, and you can always shoot me a question on the side. All right, scheduling. If you are interested in not having to do your posts, like I have to do a post at 8, I have to do one at 10, like, and you want to schedule it and you don't know where to go, there's two really good apps. Well, one is a really great app. It's called Planoly. It's Planoly, Planoly. So it will schedule your apps for you and then post them for you. You can add in the day, the time, your description, and all of that. I think you can even add in you can tag your product ahead of time. And then you can always use Facebook Business Suite to do that as well. And that's a free option. So that's also available to you. Okay, buying inventory. So this person asked, like, she's just starting out and she was like, how much inventory should I buy? I don't know if I should go wide, if I should go deep. And if you don't know what that means, going wide means that you buy a wide variety of merchandise. So like one pack, but like a ton of it. Going deep means you know this one pair of shorts is gonna sell, so you're gonna buy like 10 packs of it. That's going deep. So that's the difference. I know in my own business, we always went wide, rarely went deep. This is the only time we would go deep, is like we knew this was going to be a hot seller and this was only a couple of times a year, or we had pre-ordered it and we knew, okay, we had like 50 people that already wanted it. We're going to order, like, and it was mostly shoes. We sold a lot of shoes. So we would say like, okay, we need 20 or 25 cases of this shoe and like, let's get it done. But for the most part, we didn't order deep. Now that was just our business. That doesn't mean that, like, you know, the girl next to you doesn't order 3 packs. But I would say if you're just starting out, be a little bit more conservative and bring more styles rather than so many of this one style. That way when it's sold out, you can be like, dang, like that sold so fast, check out the next thing that we have, and like bring the next thing out automatically. Okay. You've been in business for just barely a year. Awesome. That's so amazing, girl. Congrats. So you're just getting started. That's amazing news. If you're just here, I am just going through all the questions that were on another post. And if you have questions, go ahead and post them in the comments for me right now. All right. So that is buying inventory. All right. This was an amazing question that rarely anybody talks about, and that is mental challenges or staying mentally healthy and your mental well-being. I am a huge advocate of mental wellness. I just think that it's never talked about, and this type of business is so incredibly stressful. It is so incredibly hard, and unless you're in this business, you just could never understand just how hard it is, because you're doing this at like 6 and 7 o'clock in the morning, then you're still doing it at 8, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night when everybody is sleeping. You're still working and you don't get that break. Saturdays and Sundays, you're still doing it too. And it's just the mental load of feeling like I have to do better. I have to sell more. I have to make a higher amount than I did last month. I need to post more. I need to make more TikToks. Like all of these things that keep weighing down on us. And we never just give ourselves like the appreciation, like, you did it, girl. Like last week, you did awesome. You kicked butt. It was amazing. And like, pat on the back. We never really give ourselves enough credit to say you did amazing. I am absolutely guilty of this also. So I would say when you're feeling burnt out, or you're starting to feel that burnout, or you're starting to just feel like not motivated and you just don't want to do today's work or tomorrow's work or whatever, that's when you know you need that break. That break could be an hour lunch break, literally, or it could be, I need the whole day off tomorrow. I'm going to pre-schedule everything so I don't have to post. I'm not going to, if you have a brick and mortar, I'm not going to go to the store tomorrow. I have so-and-so already working. It's taken care of. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to go get a coffee. I'm going to go get my hair done, or whatever the thing is that helps you relax. For me, it's journaling. I love journaling. Like I can write down all of my obnoxious thoughts, whether they're good, bad, or in between. And then I write down my intentions for the day of all of my positive thinking. And then I love to read devotionals. And so whatever your thing is that helps you center, that helps you get back and kind of ground yourself again, do that thing. When you start to feel that little like, I don't like what's happening here, that's when you need to take that break. It could be a hour break. It could be a half a day break. It could be a 2-day break. Whatever it is, get that done for yourself. Or the more you push it off and say, no, I have too many things to do. I can't right now. I'm in the groove. I just got to keep going. You're going to burn out, and you don't want to burn out. It's the worst feeling. Everyone has probably felt that feeling. Okay, that's that. And then the last question that I saw on a post was this particular person said, I make $50,000 a month and I'm stagnant there. How can I increase that? And while there are so many people that probably say, man, I would love that, I don't have that. And she's doing amazing, but she's at a point where she's like, this is what I've been making and I know I can do better. So if you're watching, I didn't write down your name, I apologize. I would say a couple of things to you. What do you have that is sitting? So like, I'll give you this example. I have a friend in business. He's actually not in retail whatsoever. He sells flooring, but we bounce business ideas off of each other and we chat. And it's just like a good business vibe. So he came to my store one day and he looked in the back because we had like, stuff that hadn't gone out yet or stuff that got picked up or sales stuff. He's like, what is all this? I'm like, oh, that's last season or whatever. He's like, all I see is cash. Money. I'm like, you're right. Like, it's just sitting there, not making any money. And he didn't say that to like make me feel bad or make me feel like, oh, it has to go on sale immediately. But basically it gave me the idea, like, what can I do with it? Where can I put it? Like, how can I market this? What can I style with it? So when you see that your items aren't moving, when you see that you have like you're stagnant and you're at this cap every month and you're like, okay, well, what else can I do? What do I have sitting that I haven't posted in a while? Because it's been proven that it takes 7 times for someone to see something before they're like, I think I want to look at that and get it. So if you've only showed your customers once in your VIP group or on Instagram or TikTok or wherever, they've already forgotten about it about 3 seconds after you showed it, or even like probably 1 second if we're completely honest. So they need to see that so many more times. So if you already have it on your website and you've already like taken a picture in it, maybe see if somebody else can take a picture, another employee, a friend, a sister, someone that restyles it differently than you would style it. Do it in a flat lay, put it on a mannequin, change it up any way that you can so that it looks different to the customer. So that like maybe if I were to pair that with jeans, but she were to pair it with a maxi skirt and it's a completely different look. Let the customer see many ways to wear it. And then look around and say, like, what haven't I shown? Like, what's sitting here that can make me money? And then find those things and restyle them, reuse them, keep going. And I'll also say, like what I said in the beginning about your VIP group, show up. If you feel like you're just posting like, every couple of days in your VIP group and you're not getting much action, it's because you're not posting in your VIP group. You need to post every day consistently, multiple times a day. So I would say rule of thumb is at least 3 or 4 times a day in your VIP group and at least 2 to 3, 4 times on your feed, whether that's Instagram or Facebook, and then 10 to 12 stories on Instagram and Facebook. And of course you can just share all those same pictures. And what you're doing is just like recycling pictures. If you posted something 3 days ago, use that in your stories for today and tomorrow. Make stories interactive. Let your customers see that like, okay, like if they just look at the pictures, they just go click, 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 like we do that. But if something is like, oh, do you like this or this? I'm like, oh, I want to choose. I'm excited. I might not even like that item, but I'm going to give my opinion. You know what I mean? So if they say, oh, do you like this? Scroll all the way. Do you like this one or this one? If you give people choices, I will click all day long. I love clicking and giving my opinion. So let your customers do the same thing. Of course, it's a little bit extra work for you, but it's worth it. If it gives you that interaction, if it keeps Instagram and your insights on Facebook up, that's what you need. And so that's why I also say on VIP, don't just post sale posts all day long. Just like you would get tired of seeing it, your customers absolutely get tired of seeing it. They want to see interactive posts. They want to laugh about something. There's so much craziness going on in the world. We all need to laugh and relax and think about something else for a hot minute. So give them something to look at, to laugh about, to enjoy, that's sentimental, like show your pets. Everybody post your pet. Everybody loves posting their pets. Post your pet. That's an easy one. Okay, so that was all of the things that I got from the post a couple of days ago or maybe last week. If you have any questions right now, please post them here. I'm happy to answer all questions. And if there's any questions that like I missed on that post, there definitely might be. Oh, someone asked an amazing question. She said, what is like the #1 best piece of advice or like the magic pill of like end all be all of things to do for a successful business? And I was like, girl, if we knew that answer, we would bottle it up and sell it for $1 million. There is no one answer that fits every single business that works. But once you find the thing that works for you, you do it over and over and you recycle that thing over and over and over again. And once your customers see your face, like you need to be the face of your business or make someone the face of your business. Let them know that as a small business, this is the person that's in charge. This is the person that's making it happen. Let's rally behind them. That's like the best piece of advice I could give you is give them someone to rally behind. That's me. Okay, so Jen, if you have any questions that maybe I missed that you want to add, I'd be happy to answer any. And ladies, if you have any questions now, I'll answer them. And if you are watching the replay later, I am happy to answer any questions on this thread after. Okay. When is the right time to start going to market or trade shows? There is no right time. It's when you have, like, I guess, the cash to do it. Because it does cost cash to get there, to stay there, and the money that you're going to spend. So you can definitely order everything online if you want to. However, the pros of going to market are going to be these. Not only are you going to be exposed to so many brands that you will probably never find online, some of them don't even have websites. So they only go to market, and that's how you're going to find them. So you're going to get dibs on all of these new brands, and you'll find lots of people that you would have never found, like on Fashion Go or any other websites that you normally might buy on. Second thing is merchandising. The way these vendors merchandise, chef's kiss. It's amazing. So it's things that I would never think to put together. If you've never been to market, you should see these displays. They're like incredible. So they come out. It's not just like a little wall of like a display. If you go to Vegas, these displays are phenomenal. And like, I just sit there and take pictures of all these amazing displays because I want to remember how they did it. I want to replicate it in my own store. And then I can use those pictures to show customers, look where we are, check out this amazing outfit. We're getting this. It's coming your way. You're using that for posts. So you're using that for yourself too. And then the third thing is that a lot of times at market, if you are not going to market, stuff gets sold out. So all the people that went to market are getting those items first. And like once it's sold out, if they didn't make any more, they don't plan on recutting it, like that's it. So you might miss out on a lot of styles that are like up and coming and new designs and things like that. So you might be getting stuck with like old last season styles or whatever was left over. So I would say if you have the money to go to a smaller one, Atlanta and Dallas are really good starter shows. And then once you get the hang of it, go to Vegas, just get it done. And then go to LA. It's a 30-minute flight straight from Vegas and you can get your accessories. You can do all of your shopping in the San Pedro Mart, which is amazing. Okay, I hope that answered that question. And yes, I do have a one-on-one mentor service. I started this probably about 8 months ago, or I don't know, it might be longer, I can't remember now. And I coach clients one-on-one, and it's a 1-hour service, and it's basically use as needed. So if you need me weekly, I am here for you weekly, which I do for some clients. And then sometimes it's just a couple of times someone will need me to bounce ideas off of, to give them new information on, how they need to do their ads or what they need to do about social media. Literally, the sky's the limit. So I am here as a one-on-one mentor through my own business. And if you'd like more information about that, just message me on the side and I will give you all of those details, my friends. Okay, so you live in Vegas? That's awesome. So you're even like, it's easier for you. You don't even have to rent a hotel, flight, nothing. You just get your butt there and then you can go home for the night and relax in your own bed. So I'm even more jealous. That's amazing. Yeah, get to Vegas, and then I'm sure, I don't know how far the drive is to LA, but it can't be too far. Go to the San Pedro Mart. It's like an outdoor market, kind of. So like the businesses are inside, but like when you walk, you're walking outside. I'm not sure if that's like the worst description you've ever heard in your whole life, but like that is it. And so a lot of times you will be able to carry that stuff home. So you could bring your own suitcases, and like literally we would each bring an empty suitcase with us. So we would take the suitcase that we brought to market and like put it inside of an empty suitcase so that when we went to the LA market, we could fill it with accessories, bags, whatever we were taking home, usually not clothes because it's, so many things, it's too much to fit into a suitcase. And then with Southwest, you can just pay like $50 and that's so much cheaper than shipping. So like that's another really good option. I love it. I absolutely love it. Yes. Oh, it was a little overwhelming. It can be. I would say take your time and don't feel rushed at all. Because it's open Monday through Friday and it's closed on Saturdays and Sundays. So like you can always go back. But I love, love, love Joya. They just it's probably a couple of years now, but it's a newer storefront. It's a 3-story storefront. It's got jewelry, handbags, accessories, belts. They do like makeup, skincare, shoes. I will say about the shoes, don't get your shoes from them because they are just buying it from Cupid, from Soda, and like other brands like that, and then reselling it at a higher price. So go directly to Cupid, which is called East Lion Corp. That is their actual name. So if you go Google that, East Lion Corp, you should be able to email them from their website and ask for a representative for your area. And same thing with Soda. Their official name is JP Original. So John Paul, I don't know if it's John Paul, but it's JP Original. And you can get a rep that way as well. And then I would say anytime you can go directly to a shoe vendor, do that over going on like Fashion Go or something like that. Because if you look at Fashion Go and you can sometimes see the label of the shoe, they'll say Cupid or something like that. And you know that they just bought it from them and then they're selling it at a higher cost, which stinks. I love Joya. It was like my absolute favorite place to go. You could spend one whole day in just Joya alone. Actually, what I ended up doing is this has probably been 10 years now, but I have a lady that's been working there. Her name's Milena. And every time I go, she's like, Shushi. So that's all she knows me as. She doesn't know anything else about me. So she gave me her phone number. So now when I need stuff, I just text her and I say, hey, Melina, can you send me like all the new backpacks that you have? And I'll just tell her the colors that I want and the sizes. And then she charges my credit card directly from there because maybe their website hasn't been updated or something. And it's just like a quick, easy way for me to get new styles before they're even on the site or sold out, and I can get them there. So if you're able to find like a little inn like that, do it. It makes for really fun shopping when you can't go to market, and is also really good to build those relationships with the vendors. If you can meet any of your reps when you go to market, I encourage you to do it. Go up to them, tell them who you are, and say like, hey, I'm so-and-so, but I'm Steph with Shushi. Like, do you remember me? I emailed you a bunch. Like, hey, it's so nice to finally meet you. Just strike up a conversation. Tell them like where you're from, how your business is doing, because like they're doing market orders all day. They'll probably be glad to sit there and chat about something else for a hot minute. And then you can get to ordering like, hey, like what's the hottest shoe? What's selling really fast? These are the choices that I have. What do you think about these? What are the delivery dates? Like, they'll be willing to give you more information and a little more assistance if they kind of know who you are and you kind of have an in with them, which is always awesome. You have a girl, Miriam. How fun. Hey, we might even have the same girl, and maybe she just told me a totally different name. That would be hilarious. But they started carrying a lot of makeup and a lot of like Korean skincare. And I feel like that kind of stuff is so neat. I just think it's so amazing. Like, I don't know if it's actual like really amazing skincare, but I'm just so intrigued by it because it comes in the coolest packaging. Their eyeshadow palettes look just like legitimate, like gorgeous Sephora eyeshadow packets, like really nice brands, and they're like wholesale like $7. It's ridiculous. So but if you're into like natural skincare and natural makeup, I would say this is probably 99.999% not natural. I don't know what's in it. I've never looked it up, but their eyeshadow palettes are to die for. So there's that. Any other questions, Jen? Do you see that anybody had any questions in the group that maybe I might have missed? I went through, if you joined late, I went to how to get more members in your group. So that's basically show up in your VIP group like over and over and over. Just show up, be yourself. Ads, how to navigate ads and how to make them pay out for you. Managing your inventory through Shopify, buying inventory, scheduling, mental challenges and mental wellness, and how to make more money if you feel like you're stuck at the same level. Those were all of my questions. If you have questions, post them right now and I will get to them. And also, I just want to plug myself one more time with my one-on-one coaching that I do on the side, outside of Shop Small Social. And you can message me on the side and get all of the info that way. It's one-on-one, hour-long coaching, literally for any subject matter you want. I am a 15-year veteran boutique owner, and I have a lot of experience with everything and anything. When you de-stash, what do you need to do before you de-stash? Okay, for de-stashing, thanks, Jen. When you are going to post something in a de-stash group and you need to like get rid of it, I would say try and de-stash it first to other business owners before you just like put a blanket sale to your customers. That way your customers aren't used to always seeing sales and getting used to sales and like waiting for it. You don't want to train them for a sale, right? You want the sales to be like so sporadic and random that they're like, oh my God, there's a sale, go for it right now. I never do blanket sales. We wouldn't do like sales all the time. Like, they were so few and far between. I think we just had like a little rack that was like a last size, and it might have been 25% off. And it was just like, maybe 10 to 15 pieces of this was the last size of this dress, the last size of this top, et cetera, et cetera. So when you're destashing, try and do it in a destash group. There are a lot of groups on Facebook. Some are really good, some are a little sketchy, and might not be the best choice. So you want to make sure that you are posting the item. Usually people are asking for the brand. They want a picture on a person wearing it, not usually just like on the hanger, because you can't really see how it fits, because some people want stuff that's oversized, some people don't, so you're not able to see exactly how that garment might fit. You want to make sure that you are posting it with the wholesale price. The name of the game with destashing is not to try and make more than what you paid for it. Now, I've seen some people do it and some people didn't know and they just paid for it anyway, but it's kind of like honor system. Like if I paid $15.50, this is what I'm trying to get back for it. I'm just trying to make my money back. And then if you're really trying to get rid of stuff, you know, you might say, okay, this is lower than wholesale. This is $12 or $10 or whatever. So then you're going to post all of that in your description under each picture. I would recommend that like you have a really nice graphic as your post and say like destash, getting rid of these items, need a change of season, going to market, need some cash for whatever. And then you're going to post those pictures in the comments with the what you have available, like your sizes, how much it is, picture on the person, and then you can also say that leave your zip code with your email so that you can charge them exact shipping. Hey, Michelle. Michelle is one of my one-on-one clients. She's amazing. She's doing such a great job in her business. So proud of her. And she's a brand new grandmother. I think her name is Gigi, which is the cutest little name ever. I love that. So that's what I would do for a destash group. And then if you are purchasing from a person in destash, pay your invoice right away. Don't make that person come look for you, because she could have sold that like 10 times over to somebody else and she's waiting on you, and then you just didn't pay your invoice. So now she's got to cancel it. She's got to go repost it, see the next person who wanted it. And you just want someone to be courteous to you when you are destashing. So do the same for others. Go ahead and get that invoice paid and done so that they can get it shipped out to you. Now, if they don't get it shipped out to you in a timely manner, if they don't keep their word for whatever reason, I don't know, there could be reasons, you can do like a chargeback if you've already contacted them several times and like you're getting nowhere, or, you know, they said, oh, it's coming, but they've told you that 5 times in a row, like that. Michelle, I can send you some destash groups. Jen, I don't know if you know any offhand. There's a bunch. I can't even remember their names, to be totally honest, and they're all Facebook groups. And usually like, if you see the ones that have like 100,000 members in it, I would stay away from those, because it's more than likely customers or like people who don't own businesses that are purchasing in those groups rather than business owners. So I'll have to get the name of the groups that I know of. And Jen, if you happen to know any destash groups, just post them here. Z-Stash is an app. Oh, that's even better. I didn't know that there was an app. That's awesome. So my friends, Jen, I don't know if you have any other questions for me that I didn't answer yet. We went through a bunch. And again, I do one-on-one coaching. And if you need that information, message me on the side and I'll get that to you. This has been lovely, ladies. I went through all of those questions, but I'm happy to go back over anything else. And if there's anything that I missed, post it now. I don't know where y'all live, but I live in Thibodeau, which is like an hour south of New Orleans, little town. It's very cute and quaint, and it did get hit by Hurricane Ida, and so our little town is still being rebuilt, which is a nightmare, but here we are, staying strong and doing our thing. Luckily, our house was okay. Our business, not so much. Thanks, Jen. Anytime. I'm happy to do it. Happy to be here, part of this group. And I absolutely love what this group does, all the support, and being here for women business owners. I love it. It's amazing. Anything else, Jen? Post it below and let me know. What's today? Today's Monday. We're almost in April. Oh my gosh. And then we have Easter and then Mother's Day. We've got all of the things. Oh, I will tell you something that I was talking with someone today about, that like I screenshot something, like an email that I received from a vendor. That was like the perfect example of, oh gosh, it's gonna like slip my mind. What's it called? Oh, a collection. Hello. Like, I was like, color wheel? What was I trying to say? So it was a collection, but it was just a pink collection. So it didn't even have like a name, but automatically I was like, this is a perfect example of a collection. Cause she was like, well, what kind of collection can I make? And I was like, you could do like bachelorette weekend collection, bridal collection, obviously Mother's Day, Easter. Those are the easy ones, Cinco de Mayo, things like that. But other collections that you can do is like color collection. So say it's like 4th of July, but you don't have like a 4th of July flag shirt, like anything that you have that red, white, and blue, that's your collection. So you're going to put that in an email template and email out that to your customers. You're going to put your collection on your website if you have it by collection. You can even post that as a carousel on Instagram, like check out, this is our collection, post it in the stories. Like first have a really cute picture and then put like 4th of July collection and then like post all of those pictures. People love to gravitate towards like things that are neat and packaged like that. So even if it's like an all pink collection, it doesn't even have to be a particular holiday. It can just be like think pink collection or pretty in pink collection. There's so many things you could probably Pinterest all of these cutesy names and come up with like a billion. Tips on lighting for photos. Okay, so if it depends, if it's the ring light, if you're using that for your model photos, that's what I would recommend, getting yourself a ring light and using that as well as natural light. Natural light is your best friend forever. You cannot get better than natural light. So when you combine the two, it's like magical. And if you don't have natural light, get that ring light and get a good size that can be adjusted, that can be like any height. You know, they're like $100 on Amazon. I forgot what the brand is, but it's usually the sponsored brand is a really, really good one. We've had ours for like 4 years or something. And then after you take that picture, you can go into Lightroom and add some edits. So it really depends on like what your vibe is. If you have like more of a cool tone or really bright and vibrant, you just need to create and like what I did is I went on YouTube and I just found someone who I think I just put in the search bar, Lightroom edits. And then I went through and I found someone that was like similar to our vibe. And she like went through and showed you like, okay, for the reds, put it to this number. For the yellows, put it to this number. For the vibrancy, put it to this. And it probably took like an hour to sit there and do it. Now, all of my employees, like one has blonde hair, one is African-American, one has red hair. So like, they all have different skin tones and different things. So like what looked good in an edit on me, obviously didn't look good on like our platinum blonde girl. So then I would just tweak the edits a little bit to fit still our aesthetic, but make it so that she didn't like turn gray or whatever, and then save them. You can save those edits. And like, I would just name it after the girl's name. So I knew which edit was which. And then if you're doing like a flat lay, I would recommend that you use natural light if you can, and then get some really good lighting up above and then brighten it up super, super well. You never want your colors to look drab or I feel like if you could put it on a white background, keep it crisp, that's really the best. It shows the colors the best. It's very vibrant. Other rugs and things like that aren't white kind of tend to bring it down a little bit. Okay, so that is lighting, lots of lives. Yes, oh my gosh, go live, just do it. Going live can be intimidating, but only because if you're not used to doing it, then you feel like you don't know what to say. Like even right now, I'm like, did I talk about this? What am I saying next? Like sometimes you just have to keep rambling and talking, and then like it'll come to you what to say next. And something will inspire you and you'll bring this up or that up. And yeah, it does feel a little awkward to talk to a phone. Like nobody's physically there. I'm talking to myself right now, but I am talking to you. It feels weird. And especially if you're not someone who's maybe super extroverted, maybe you're more quiet or more introverted, you can always get a friend to help you out. If you have a sister, if you have an employee, if you have a friend that maybe is a little bit more extroverted, they can help you out, because then you won't feel so alone. You won't feel like if there's dead air, you're like, okay, like what am I supposed to be saying right now? I'm just sitting here in silence and staring at the camera. And then practice. So I actually came from a background of vocal performance opera. That is what my college degree is in, which has nothing to do with business. But what being in music and musical theater and performance did for me was get me, like I still get nervous sometimes, but for the most part, it just taught me like, okay, I am up here, I'm present, I'm just gonna like put myself out there and be all that I can be. And sometimes you have to practice, and not sometimes, all the time. So I'd say in any performance, you would never just not have looked at the music, not have looked at the lines and nothing, and just go up on that stage and be like, all right, let's do this. No, you practice and practice and practice. And you practice how you're going to say it, the way you're going to say it. If you're doing it in an accent, if you're doing it in a costume with a wig, like you have to practice. So same thing for a live. I would recommend that you practice. Set up your ring light, set up your phone, set up the stuff behind you. I would recommend trying on the clothes if you can. That way people can see what the clothes look like. That was probably the number one thing that people would say over and over. I love that you try on the clothes. I love that you do videos explaining how the clothes fit because I can see how it moves. I can see how long it is on you. And it's not just a pic. Sometimes in a picture you can kind of, if something doesn't fit right, I know we've all done this, you can kind of like hide it and fake it a little bit to make it look better than it does. But in a video, you almost can't do that. You have to be real with it and say like, okay, like this is a boxy fit. This is how it fits me. And so practice that alone. Like, and you might feel a little cringy. You might feel like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. But hey, we're doing this. And when your customer is watching it, they're gonna be like so entertained. And I would also recommend that maybe not make your live too long, especially if you're not used to doing it. If you're feeling slightly, you're more introverted or quiet personality, do a quick live, do it in like 20 minutes and be like, okay, this is a Spitfire live. We've got 12 items. Let's do this. This first item here, it's our Tara shirt. It comes in 3 different colors. It's an oversized fit. Let me show you how, and I've already got it on. I'm wearing it with my white denim and it looks absolutely amazing. You can style it with white denim, with denim shorts. I'm wearing it with our brand new platforms and check it out. You're turning, you're spinning. And if you have somebody that's there with you, they can be showing the other colors while you're changing your clothes. If you want to step off to the side for a minute or something. So sometimes if it's just like you're putting on a kimono or something like that, you don't need to obviously step aside. You can just throw that on. But if you're physically like putting on a dress because you had on a pair of jeans and a shirt after, like you're going to want to step aside, right? So that's when you would probably want that person. You don't really ever want to have dead air where there's just like nothing for the customer to look at. And they're like, did it pause? Like what's happening? Did the video stop? No, have the other person come in here and just like reiterate what was just said. Yeah, that was number 7. The Tara top. It comes in these 3 colors. I personally love the lavender. It looks amazing. I normally wear a size large and I was able to take the medium because it's a little bit oversized. Like have that person kind of come up with what they're going to say and then you come up with what you're going to say. Have like a little script written for yourself. If you have trouble coming up with words or what you want to say or how you want to say it. So practice and come up with a little script and number everything. Make sure that, like if you have 12 items that you get those reversible tags from Amazon that says like 1, and then like on, well, 1's a bad example, but 2 will be written normal and then 2 will be written backwards so that when they see it, you'll see it backwards, but they see it regular, like mirror image. And that way you can say, okay, number 1 is this price, number 2 is this price. So when they go to comment on it, if you're not using comment sold and you're just manually invoicing, which is what we did, then they would just put number 2, lavender, small, here's my email address. And then at the end of the live, send them that invoice, done. It's definitely possible to manually invoice. We would do about 100 invoices per live. And that was a very short live. That would be about a 30-minute live with maybe like 15 to 17 items tops. I just learned that our customers didn't like super long lives, that they would sign off and sign back on. Like, I don't want to watch something for an hour either, personally. Some people might like to do that. I never liked to do that and just like sit around and wait. So I decided to do quick Spitfire lives so that I could get my customers engaged and get them in and out quick. And that means that I would show all new stuff next time because I didn't have like 30 items. I only showed like 20, and that way I could have all new stuff next time. One of my girls. How long did it take you to get there? Can you maybe, Liliana, give me a little bit more info? Do you mean how long did it take me to get comfortable? How long did it take me to get the amount of people that we have in our group? Maybe just expand on that just a little bit. I'm sorry, I'm not sure I quite understand. I love this cup. It says Boutique Boss. I got it on Etsy and it looks like Starbucks. It makes me feel fancy when I don't have time to go to Starbucks or I don't feel like spending $5. Oh, to get that amount of people. Okay, so when I first started my VIP group, I literally just added all of my friends from Facebook, and not everyone joined, like, don't get me wrong. And I didn't have like a gazillion friends or anything. I might have just had like 500 to 700 friends, and I added all of them. And this was a couple of years ago, so maybe like groups weren't as prevalent as they are now. And so, immediately they were like, oh, what is this? And they already knew that we had a business. And I was like, hey, this group is just like a special group where I'll be showing you like hands-on specific merchandise curated just for you. I'll be trying it on, doing try-on videos, going live, buying special merchandise just for you. So immediately these ladies were like, oh my God, something special. And I showed up every single day. I was there every single day on that page. And so like either I was posting a picture of myself in the items, I was posting shoes, I was posting try-on videos, I was posting like funny things, non-sale posts. Show up every single day. So when you show up like once every other day or once every 3 days, you're not going to get the amount of views and the constant people of adding their friends and things like that because you're not offering a whole lot, if we're being very honest. Offer value. Give them the value that they're not going to find anywhere else. So they're going to find that in you because you are someone who's giving them like that extra special touch. You're saying, hey, I'm trying this on. Like if I would do a try on video, it would probably be 45 seconds long where I would have the outfit on. I would press record and be like, hey guys, it's Steph with Shushi. Sorry, I don't even know what I was going to say. Like I've got this brand new kimono. It comes in this amazing color. This is how it's fitting. This is how I'm wearing it. I'm wearing my normal size medium and I feel like it's fitting true to size. It would be an amazing bathing suit cover up. I'm wearing it over this dress and I absolutely love it. Comment below and let me know what you think. So just something simple like that. I wasn't even saying like, you could buy it from me. I'm just saying, do you even like this? Cause like, look how cute it is. So there's that. So of course, I'm happy to give you any advice, Liliana, like absolutely. That's what I'm here for. I hope that helped. It does take time. Show up every single day and it works. If you show up consistently, consistency is absolutely key. And that's across every platform, no matter what platform you're talking about. If you're talking about posting on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, it's all about consistency. If you only do it every once in a while, you're only going to get every once in a while results. That's kind of the name of the game. And then before you know it, if you do continue to show up, you'll have those customers like tell their friends, hey, like I got this amazing piece and like she's so amazing and I love watching her. She's so fun to watch on lives. And then you get people to add you that way. You can also do giveaways. I don't do them very often because people get used to them and then they will join for the giveaway and then get out of your group, which is like super annoying. But it happens. That's just some people's vibe. That's their thing, whatever. So if you do a giveaway, I would always do merchandise from my store. I know some people would do like Louis Vuitton bags, Starbucks gift cards, Target gift cards, things like that. I always wanted to bring them back to my own business. So I would do gift cards to my own business, merchandise in our own business. And it would never be new merchandise. It would be stuff that like I had this bag sitting for a year and I haven't been able to sell the last one. We're doing a giveaway with it. We're going to throw some sunglasses in it that were like cheap $5 sunglasses with a necklace that's been sitting around for a hot minute and like a $15 gift card with it. Like stuff that bag, make it look really cute, put it in a picture and like put all of the things and all of the things that they get and the great value that they're getting by joining this giveaway. So you're always giving them more value, always, always, always. Because that's the one thing that you can give that big box stores can't compete with. We give them all of the value. We give them all of the attention. We give them everything that they can't give, which is ourselves. They can never give that. Okay, my friends, this is great. Any other questions? Post them below. If you are just joining, you can always watch the replay. And I answered a lot of questions in the beginning, and you can go back through that. And one last time, I do offer one-on-one coaching. It is an hour-long coaching session with me. You can do it via Zoom or we can do phone call. I do either. And I've had 15 years experience under my belt with all things retail with a specialty in Shopify and TikTok. And you can message me after this or now, and I can set you up with availability and pricing and all of those good things. Absolutely, Jen. I'm so happy to be here to answer all questions and help you ladies out as best as I can. As I said, like this is a journey for everyone. Starting from the very beginning, everyone has something to learn. I have something to offer education-wise, and then like later down the line, you'll have something to offer too. But everybody does start somewhere, and we all need each other's help. So that's what's great about this community. I love it. Jen, if there isn't anything else and there's no more questions coming in, I can sign off. It is just been almost an hour. I have a big mouth and I've been talking for almost an hour. But I think that's everything. So if that's all your questions, ladies, I will say good night and hope you have an amazing, beautiful week. And again, if you need to message me on the side, just go ahead and Facebook message me and I will get with you. So have a beautiful night. Another child. I have 3 girls. All right, ladies. Ta-ta.